how solid it is, and then
Yeah. So the outer shell. This ball is a two-tone fill. So it's half pink, half fluorescent pink, which is here, and then half fluorescent yellow, which is here. So this shell is clear. The outer shell is a polylactic acid, so it's a corn-based biopolymer. We actually form this on a different process than it's used in soft gel encapsulation, and the outer shell is completely impervious to water. So I could take this ball, there's some water in this tray here, and I can actually drop it in the water itself, kind of roll it around in there, and when I take it out, it's not going to be sticky, not going to be hard, it's just as hard as when I first brought it out. It won't develop, it won't swell, nothing happens to that outer shell. The two-tone fill is pretty unique. We actually fill the two shell halves independent of each other, and we put them together, we seal them together. They actually pretty much stay separate and apart. This one's been kind of abused, but creates like a marbleized effect.
Right. So, and so when it breaks, it keeps them keeps them separate.
Yep, keeps separate. So it'll be a pink-yellow pattern when it actually breaks, depending on where it's oriented when it
right, definitely. Okay, and it consists of 98% water, is what I heard.
Yes.
And what's the shelf life on?
2 years. Yep.
2
on
years.
This particular. Yep. On this particular ball, it's 2 years.
Wow.
So, and we can formulate that. We can cause it to break down sooner. We can actually reduce the shelf life just to guarantee that it's gone in a year.
Definitely.
Yep. But 2 years.
Wow. And as far as keeping it stored, how does that? I mean, a lot of times the traditional paintballs, you keep them stored in one position long enough, they start developing
flat spots.
Flat spots.
Right. Yep. And that's
how do these
softening. These will not develop flat spots unless it's exposed to temperatures in excess of 120 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right. So as long as you keep it in your room,
yep,
you're good to go.
Good to go.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sounds great. And the fill itself?
Yeah. The fill itself is actually a gel when at rest. So here's kind of
a gel at rest.
It's a gel at rest. So here's a cool example of a test tube where the fill is kind of separated into two halves, and as I keep it inverted, it won't flow out of the tube.
Right.
But as soon as I impart any type of shear stress on it, it'll actually flow. So it's a gel right now, so when the cap is open, if I want to invert it, it won't flow out of the tube. Cool.
And can I?
But you can go ahead and stick your finger in there and watch it run. Cool.
Look at that.
Oh, it just disappeared.
It just...
When it dries, this is a red-orange, this is a different color. But most of the mass actually evaporates, and what's left is just a thin film of material that's non-slick. And if you were to actually just take a little bit of water, and too much, it'll end up just cleaning away. So it's pretty easy to clean.
And so besides that thin film that's obviously easily cleaned, it doesn't leave any kind of residue like traditional paintballs? That white kind of
oily, greasy. There is titanium dioxide in the film. That's a natural pacifier. Okay. So there is that. But you don't have that greasy, nasty feeling. It won't eat away at your goggle lenses. It won't make them weak.
Right.
It won't eat away at your O-rings and your gun. It's essentially, once it evaporates, it's just this active film that's left behind. Easy to clean. You're not going to go home with your gear, throw your jersey in your trunk and pull it out, and it'd still be oily a week later. It's going to just have color on you, and that's about it.
And how is it biodegradable?
So the outer shell is actually consumed by soil bacteria. So they actually eat the shell. And the fill itself obviously is water, so it just evaporates. And this material, the color doesn't actually biodegrade. It's just environmentally inert, so it doesn't have any impact on plant life.
So it's you simply just, you see some paintballs, you take a shovel, you kind of turn the dirt around over it, and you're good to go.
Good to go. Yep. And over time, it'll get compacted down into soil, and it'll get consumed and it'll go away. We'll also, we have the ability to add accelerators in there to cause it to degrade. And that's what I was saying earlier. We could reduce the shelf life to, let's say, a year, and guarantee that will go away no matter what. No matter what the soil.
And you guys have 3 different grades of
3 products, yes.
3 products.
3 products. So they're all of superior quality. Tournament series is Vapor, which has the most fragile shell, and it'll have fluorescent colors such as this yellow and the orange and the pink. We have Armada, which is our Scenario series, which is our mid-grade, which essentially will have additional fluorescent colors such as a red-orange, and a green. And then we have our Field Series, which is Element, which is the only product that will offer a two-tone fill for the field owners, and that comes in more of a muted color like this orange, or in like a white, or the blue. Next year we do plan on releasing a glow-in-the-dark paintball as well. So this is a glow-in-the-dark film.
Awesome. So, it seems like the right direction for paintball. You know, no gelatin involved, so even if you're a vegan, you're okay. You know, you got a moral obligation not to use anything from animals. Well, you're good to play paintball again.
Good to play paintball again. Absolutely. No animal products
with this paintball.
Right. No animal products. No petroleum-based oils. No plant-based oils in this ball. So it's all natural.
I'm definitely excited about this. It does seem like a game changer. I appreciate your time. Thanks for showing us the Hydrotech paintball.
Absolutely. And, thanks for coming by.
And what's a website we could look at for more information?
www.hydrotechpaintball.com. HYDROTEC paintball.com.